Great stuff. Very nice tunes. Welcome to our Wednesday night Ceilidh. I'm Rodney McDonald, especially Rudy Donawach, president of College from the Gaelic, and we're here at Bainbabel, our site here in Bainbabel, and I'm joined by Malie McKenzie, all the way from Skye, Scotland, with Cape Breton roots, and here one of our students here at Bainbabel, and of course Cape Breton University as well. And Cameron McNeil, she's first year here, and welcome Mal.
Thank you.
And Cameron McNeil as well, second year student here at Bainbabel in the Bachelor of Arts and Community Studies program, both individuals. And Cameron is often can be seen at the Gaelic College as the duty piper there, or the Cape Breton University pipe band, or many places and performing, especially in recent years. So I want to welcome everyone here tonight, and I guess we could call it tonight like kind of a tunes and chats sort of night. And I'm going to ask both Malie and Cameron some questions, and make sure we get some tunes. We'll have Malie on her fiddle and a little bit on the piano, and Cameron on his pipes, and and we'll talk a little bit about a few different things. So I was listening to the tunes, and one of them I think I heard in there was Portree Bay. Yep. I think it's made by a MacKenzie. I think. I'm not sure. Maybe John McKenzie. I think so. Anyway, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And but I believe it's John McKenzie from Glasgow, but I could be wrong on that. Maybe it's a traditional. I could be wrong. So, what other tunes were in there? Any other tunes you want to mention?
We started with Skylark's Ascension, which is a South Uist tune.
Skylark's Ascension, okay.
Archie Lindsay wrote that one.
Archie Lindsay, okay.
And then after Portree Bay was Tripper's Jig.
Great tune, Tripper's Jig. Yeah, great for sets.
Yeah. And then Miss McGregor's Jig.
Miss McGregor's. See, the pipers, they seem, and you're probably like this yourself, Malie, a great ability to remember the names of tunes, which a lot of fiddlers, we're not so good at it sometimes. So, but that's great. All dandy tunes, lively tunes, and it's nice to hear the fiddle and the pipes together, because oftentimes we simply hear the fiddle here with piano, and it's nice to hear the combo together. So I'm going to start off with a few questions for you, Cameron. Okay, and then I'll have some questions for Malie. So just for those who may not know you, I know a lot of people do know you that are watching, but there may be a few that don't know who you are. So some basic questions. Where are you from?
Originally from Christmas Island.
Christmas Island.
Yeah.
I grew up there. Big city, downtown Christmas Island.
Yeah, close to church.
Yeah. Yeah, and many a letter came from Christmas Island.
Yeah.
Many people would get their envelopes stamped from Christmas Island. Yeah. And for Christmas cards and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and your brother Aidan was a piper as well.
Yeah.
And does your sister play?
She plays a bit of piano and snare drum in the pipe band. She doesn't play with us right now, but she did, and she still dances a bit.
And your mom, of course, Màili, she plays in the Cape Breton University pipe band, or Cape Breton Island pipe band, sorry.
She plays the bass drum.
Oh, bass drum, okay. Does your father?
No.
No?
No.
More into the construction side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were, so who taught you how to play? Who taught you?
I started lessons with Trevor Kellogg.
Oh, Trevor.
Ceilidh. He's from Ceilidh originally.
Yeah.
So I learned from
Great
him.
piper.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and Ryan J. McNeil was around too with the pipe band. He was involved.
Yeah.
Still is.
Another great piper, and both, they organized the Cape Breton Island pipe band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I learned a lot from Kenneth and her dad Angus at the Gaelic College and online. So.
Yeah, so you're both students. You're both students of the Gaelic College, as well. Like growing up, taking lessons and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would see you regularly from when you were young to now. Yeah. So, what about school? You went to Rankin?
Yeah, Rankin School of the Narrows.
Yeah,
in Iona.
in Iona.
Yeah.
Many was there some music played in the hallways there and in the classrooms?
There's a decent number of musicians. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that makes a difference when you're going to a school that embraces it and teachers that embrace it. So I noticed that obviously you're heavily influenced by Trevor and Ryan J on the pipe band side. And so you folks have been traveling around. You folks won the North American or
in 2019.
2019.
Won, yeah, in grade 5.
Grade 5 North American champs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you went to the Worlds.
Yeah, just in 2023 we won.
2023. How did you fare out there?
We did well. We got 3rd place in grade 4B.
Grade 4.
A.
Okay.
Which one it was?
Excellent. And last question before we get back to some more tunes. So you have that influence, and what I've seen in you and your brother Aidan in the last number of years is you went from doing your pipe band stuff that you would do there, which is a tremendous base, I feel, for pipers. I'm not a piper, so I wouldn't know, but it seems to be no different than Mali's dad, who would have been a piper in the Gaelic College pipe band many years ago. That gives a great base. But you've also changed your playing to incorporate that traditional style of piping, where you're sitting down playing for square sets, and I played dances with you before, which I think is what we all want to see, right? The ability to play in a pipe band, but also the ability to jump on the stage and play for a dancer. Yeah. How did that? Was that hard to do, or was it a fairly easy switch over, or did you have to change, your timing, or was there?
Yeah, there is a bit of change in the timing. Usually you don't for like pipe band. Stress bass are kind of the biggest difference. Pipe band stress bass are a lot slower, and I don't know how to describe it, but you just slow it down a lot, and Cape Breton stress bass, you just kind of go full force and go for it. But reels is a bit more subtle.
Subtle in the pipe band?
Yeah, where the pipe band you kind of just have like straight, dead even, because everyone's trying to play together. But for dancers and kind of this music, it's a bit more swing to it, kind of. So
I lied. I do have one more question for you before we get you to play a tune. So people are going to be looking at the pipes you're playing, and they're going to be wondering, well, why this set of pipes, and why not your traditional set of pipes that you would use? So maybe you could describe the pipes a little bit.
So these are a set of Scottish border pipes made by Hamish and Finn Moore.
Okay, Scottish border pipes. And Hamish and Finn are great friends of Cape Breton Island.
Yeah, been over times, and so they're in the key of A, so they're a bit more accessible with fiddle and piano.
Made in Scotland.
Yeah.
And here in Cape Breton Island.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, they're beautiful, so I think we should hear some more tunes on it, and we'll get Màili, who I'm going to ask questions to after a bit, but she is a fantastic piano player as well, Màili, as well as a fiddler, and I was very impressed in hearing you when you first arrived for Bain Babu, and I heard you playing fiddle at a dance in Brook Village, and some piano stuff as well. Since that, I'm very impressed. So I'd love for you to jump on the keys and get some more tunes from Cameron, and we're looking forward to it. All right.
Stress bass reels in D.
stuff. Great stuff. What about the names of some of those tunes?
I think the first recipe was This Is How the Ladies Dance.
This is How the Ladies Dance. Okay.
And then second recipe was Back Up the Change House. And then first
Great tune.
Yeah, and then, first reel was Barbara's Welcome Home. And then I can't remember the name of it. It's like Force to be all rubbish. No, I don't know. I think it means drunk at Christmas or something like that. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
And then Dr. MacKenzie. And the last one was Wing Commander Donald McKenzie's.
Okay, nice. Well, great tunes, and great to hear the pipes and the piano together. And I know that's what I know that was the vision of Hamish
Yeah.
in making these pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Are these one of the Gaelic College? There's a separate.
No,
This is your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you know, he had that want of making sure that his pipes were being played with in this style, played for dancers and with piano players and such. So it's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. So Màili, your father told me that you want to be on the camera all the time.
Oh, yeah.
No. So the reason I bring up your father, Angus McKenzie, is because you have a Mabu coal mines connection, and my people come from back many years ago. Come from the coal mines as well, further down, but down the same road. And so your dad grew up here in Mabu, went to school in Mabu,
Yeah.
and your mom is from what part of Scotland?
From the Isle of Skye, which is where I grew up as well.
Exactly. So you're from the Isle of Skye, and you went to school there, and you're a fluent Gaelic speaker, of course.
Yeah.
Is Gaelic your first language?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the language of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is exciting. And of course, your grandfather also came before he married your grandmother, Maureen
Yes.
Rankin, and then McKenzie. So Ronald came from
South US.
South-West. Yeah. Well, that's so you had the Scotland, Cape Breton, Scotland,
Yeah. So back and
these
forth.
connections.
Yeah.
And we're really happy to have you here as a student and taking the courses here. And I know that you came to Cape Breton pretty well almost every year, I suppose,
Yeah.
on different trips. And you've lots of cousins here.
So, yeah, a lot.
A lot of cousins. You can't go very far in this community without having a cousin.
I've learned that.
Yeah. And so one of the things we were just talking about before we started the Ceilidh, in 1995-96, your father was in grade 12 here in Mabu, and we went on and we had an exchange with the students in Plockton.
Yeah.
And then after that, of course, your dad ended up heading off to Scotland, and he never came back. He stayed, but you also have a Plockton connection because you went to high school there.
Yeah, I went there for around 4 years.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, I really enjoyed there.
And did you go there because of the music program specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the kids in the program, they just came for the music part
Yeah.
of it, from all over the country pretty much.
So students from all over the country, and it specializes, and I've been to it, to the school. And so was it every day, would you have music incorporated into the curriculum?
It wasn't so much in the curriculum for the school itself, it was just like a normal high school, but then on the outside it had the music program, so we would
You
do
do
that
a lot
every day, sort
Okay.
of after school.
after school.
Yeah.
So it was a regular occurrence that, yeah. Well, I was very impressed when I visited in the early 2000s there during my time in government, and I couldn't believe it. It was pretty incredible. A great school of music and a lot of musicians.
Yeah.
And so that's fantastic. Does your mom play any instruments as well?
Yeah, she plays the clarinet.
Okay, yes. And and your brother plays?
Yeah, everyone in the house plays.
Everybody plays.
Yeah.
So what else do you play? You play fiddle, piano.
Piano. I used to play accordion.
You used to play accordion, yeah.
Yeah.
And your brother plays accordion?
Yes, accordion.
Yeah, and you play whistle?
I
Well,
don't.
No. Your father plays
Yeah.
pipes,
Pipes.
whistle.
Yeah.
Okay, very musical family,
Yeah.
and you know, and you have lots of relatives that are musicians as well, pipers and such as well. Hard to avoid the music, huh? Well, you're a student here at Bain Vabu, and you know, it's a big change to come from Scotland to, even though you have roots here, even though you've been here and family in the area, big change for you.
Yeah, it was quite, but I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying it.
It's good fun.
Good. And you're getting some dances in and all the rest.
As much as I can.
Yeah, and music and gathering sessions and everything.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, why don't we hear a tune from you, and we'll do it a little bit different. You know, normally we would have you accompanied by piano, but we'll do maybe a set of tunes with just you on the fiddle.
Yeah.
Would that be
You
okay?
can try that, yeah.
And then after that we'll get for you and the two of you could play a set together or something like that. Does that
Yeah.
sound good? So we'll get you to grab your fiddle and yeah, get you to give us a little blast. Whatever. What are you thinking of playing for us?
Might try a march.
A march, okay.
A small march called St. Fillions, which is found in the collection called the Gaisto Collection, which is a collection of tunes from Skye.
Okay.
And
What's the collection called again?
the Gaisto Collection.
Gesto collection. Okay.
Yeah, and I learned it from my teacher from Potton, Ian McFarlane's album as well.
Okay.
Which is
Very good. So the thousands of people that are watching from Scotland this show and that will watch over the next couple of weeks, Malie McKenzie of Skye, and now Cape Breton, because we're going to claim her too, with roots and both sides of the pond. All right. Go ahead, Mal. not familiar with that tune. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful tune. Yeah. And is it an old tune, or is it was it composed more in recent years?
I think it's traditional. All the tunes in the collection are very old.
Okay. So it's a traditional. You don't know if there's any Gaelic, is there Gaelic words to it, or is it, no?
I think so. I'm not
No.
entirely sure though. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you sing?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
No, just curious, yeah. So, and of course your dad is, I'll just mention your dad again, just because they're busy with the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the name of his band is
Dive.
yeah. We've had them here over in Kitchen Fest, and so just a little plug for Kitchen Fest, June 27th to July 5th this year. And there's going to be lots of great music. We'll be coming out very, very soon to announce the venues and the times and all those great things. And then later on this spring, we'll announce all the music that'll be coming up at the venues. But there's going to be fantastic music for the 9 days across Cape Breton Island. And speaking of fantastic music, Mally's going to be playing this coming Saturday at the Winter Extravaganza here at Bainvabu at the dining room. And it's a pub night starting at 7 o'clock, a fundraiser for the second year students heading off to Scotland on a big trip. And there is a list of fantastic musicians, and I have it here on my phone, so I'm going to read it. So Màili will be there. Cameron's going to be there, Cameron McNeil. Margie Beaton, Shelley Campbell, Malcolm McNeil, great fiddler and guitar player. Howie McDonald, Vincent McDonald, another student here at Bainvabu. Kenneth McKenzie, our director here, a great fiddler and piper. Abigail McDonald. Tracy McNeil, Tracy's great on the keys. Neil Perlman and Katie McNally are artists in residence here right now at the Bainvabu through the Shannon Artist in Residence program. Don Beaton, great fiddler, Patrick Gillis on the guitar, and Alan Dewar on the keys. It's going to be a fantastic night. I wish I could be there. I have to be away. I'm heading off to a PEI for my daughter's hockey tournament, so I'm going to miss out. A great session of tunes and everything, but I'm sure I'll hear all about it. So if you want to take advantage of that, there's going to be drinks, there's going to be food, and it's one of the many types of things that we have going on at Ceilidh Gaelic and here at Bainvabu. And speaking of that, don't forget about March break. If you want to register your child, make sure that you take a look on the website. The spots fill up fast, and there's lessons for the 3 days, 2 3-day sessions, and the fiddle, piano, step dancing, and a lot more, piping and more that you can take for the March break, and in the summer sessions as well, and that advertising will be coming out very soon as well. Okay, so we're gonna get, I really appreciate the march. Cameron, you want to drive in another tune again? Yeah. We'll get Màili to jump on the key, or you guys are going to do one together. That's right. Yeah, so we're going to get, my apologies, so we'll get the fiddle and the pipes together. We are able to provide you the Wednesday night Ceilidhs because of generous donations from people, and we appreciate those that have done so in the past year. I truly encourage you to consider making a donation. They go towards our programs. We raise 80% of our funding to operate the Gaelic College, Ceilidh Gaelic, and it truly makes a difference. So Ryan will make sure that the information is online. He'll also put my email there. If you'd like to sponsor a Ceilidh in memory of someone or in a tribute to someone, please do so. It's obviously in a night like tonight, we don't have any admission coming through the door. We're providing this to showcase the great music and culture that we have and that we're very proud of, our Gaelic roots, our Gaelic culture, but we need your support to do so, and we need your support to have the results. Here's the results of getting lessons at Ceilidh Gaelic, and now both of these individuals. you're doing some teaching here now too. After school, there's some after school lessons happening for fiddle here in Inverness. There's some lessons there as well. And we had some lessons on site at St. Anne's as well in the fall, and step dancing and such, and fiddle. And so we want to keep that going for our local people as well. Malie McKenzie and Cameron McNeil. Nice tunes at the end there too. I heard Scottsville Reel
Yep.
by Alan McFarlane, I believe, wrote that tune. And then a tune that was composed by Kinnan Beaton, my Uncle Kinnan. Judic Rags Reel, and it was different Judic Rags reels made every year. Whoever would be graduating, there would be usually one of the fiddlers would make a tune. And it might have been the year where there was no one to make the tune, and so Kinnan made the tune. And that tune has become a staple in the Cape Breton repertoire. And there's not too many dances go by you don't hear that tune, and which would have been made in the early 1990s. Yeah, the old Judic Consolidated High School. Yeah, just up the road. So I wanted to ask you, I asked you about your pipes, which came from Scotland. So there, again, that connection between Cape Breton Island and Scotland and Nova Scotia. Not just Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, of course, in Scotland. Places like Antigonish and Pictou and many other places with lots of great musicians. Guysborough County as well, of course. And Halifax, where a lot of people, ended up moving to the city. What about your fiddle, Malie? Is there anything special about your fiddle that you want to say about it, or is it one that was handed down, or did you buy it, or do you remember?
Can't remember too well. I think we bought it from someone over here though.
Okay.
I bought it just before lockdown. So
Okay, you bought it
took
just
like
before
2
lockdown.
years to get it.
Okay.
Yes.
So you bought it and then you had to wait for it.
Yeah, because we couldn't come over.
You couldn't come over to get it. Okay. There you are. What kind of fiddle is it? Do you know?
No.
Is there a name on it? Like a inside?
Andrea Fiorini.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. It's always interesting, the stories about fiddles though, because usually there's stories, and yours you bought over here, and yours came from Scotland, and your fiddle came from Cape Breton. So there you go. I know that the second year students are heading over to Scotland. Anything you want to say about that? When are you going over? Is there any particular plans that you're aware of that you're doing while you're there? And when are you heading over?
We're undecided right now. It's either mid-April or mid-late May.
Okay.
May.
So after the school year's done. Okay.
Yeah.
So the second year students here, just for background for those that are watching tonight, we offer, the Gaelic College owns the site here. And so your Gaelic College students, College from the Gaelic students, and Bain Valley students, of course, as well as CBU students, great connection with CBU. So our second year students here are heading over to Scotland, which is, I guess it showcases being a Bain Vabu student. It's about culture, it's about community, it's about making those connections, and it's part of the experience. And so that will be part of the experience. It's certainly one that the second year students will never forget, for sure. So we're excited for you for that. We're getting closer towards the end, but I did want to, I guess on the tune side, have either one of you composed tunes? Cameron? Yeah, you've done some composing. Yeah, how many tunes do you figure you've composed?
I don't know. I don't really keep track, a dozen or so.
Maybe. Yeah, 10 or 15. Yeah, that's great. Excellent. What about yourself, Malie? Did you compose any?
A
couple of tunes.
I rarely play them.
Yeah, but you've composed. Yeah. I think that's a nice. It's nice to be able to do that and have your own tunes, and excellent. So, and then for everyone watching, just how old are you?
18.
18. And Dad is Angus McKenzie, Mom's Ceilidh, and 18 years old. And Cameron, how old are you?
19.
19 years old. James and Mary Lee,
Yep.
From Christmas Island, and a summer home I guess if you will, here in Mabou area, because you have some roots in Mabou. You both have roots here in Mabou as well, through your mother's people. Yeah, so I'll just say that's where all great music, you know. But it's interesting connection that you both have. So for sure, that's certainly something I think I can hear in your music, and the influences that you've gathered from different parts of you know, of course, different parts of Scotland, different parts of Cape Breton. And I think you've both been influenced by those things, each other, from Scotland and from the Cape Breton Island Nova Scotia connection. And we're lucky to have you. And when people say they worry about our music and they worry about the culture, you have a look at these two folks here, full of music, full of Gaelic, you know, first language, Màili, of course. And in Cameron's case, a learner of the language, and you've taken your first year Gaelic here. You've taken your second year Gaelic through in Coursaboki,
Yep.
in Coursaboki, at the Gaelic College in the month of May. And I encourage anyone who wants to take the second level. And you're working on your third level now.
Yeah, I took the Coursaboki, but I'm still doing my Gaelic here.
You're still doing your Gaelic here as well.
So, yeah.
You're still doing your second year as well. Good. In your second and third. Excellent. Well, one more blast of tunes. I really want to thank you both for being our guests this week. I want to thank Ryan for doing the video. And this Saturday night, you can hear both of them. You come here and you can hear tunes and lots of great food and a great fundraiser for the second year students. Look for the March break programming at St. Anne's. Look for the summer programming when it's coming out. Fascia Kitchen Fest, June 27th to July the 5th, at all the pubs and the halls and all the rest. Take a look in Coursaboki, our month-long immersion course in the month of May. You can get a second year or third year level credit, or just take it for interest. And there's other programs as well coming up in May and in August. Toshaki is coming up, and that'll be in August. And another program as well in May, and Joyce McDonald's leading the charge in that. If you're a young person, or if you have a grandchild or a child interested in Nagashkiaka, our Young Heroes program, please take a look at that as well for September, so you can make the plans for that. It's a great program with lots of learning involved. Other than that, we're gearing up for the summer. We're looking forward to it. And again, want to thank Màili and want to thank Cameron. Maybe we'll get you back on piano, Màili, for the last blast. How does that sound?
Great.
Does that sound good? We'll get a little one final blast with hearing Màili. Who taught you how to play the piano, by the way?
I got lessons in my last year of high school from Ingrid Henderson.
Ingrid Henderson. Okay. And then did you take some lessons here as well in the company at Gaelic College?
Yeah, a couple summers.
Yeah.
Did the accompaniment classes.
Yeah, that would help in the chording style too, I suppose. Yeah. Beautiful stuff. All right, Cameron, Màili, Driver, and that'll be the last blast. Thanks again for everybody tuning in. And hello to everybody in Scotland from Màili. She says hi to everybody. And everybody in Christmas Island as well. Their parents should be very proud of them, because I know we are. We're very proud of you. All right, go to it.